Welcome back. We're Living NLP, and this is our series of videos on beliefs. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the beliefs that keep people from finding love. These are beliefs that prevent people from finding a relationship and also that screw up the relationship once they're in it. So when it comes to beliefs that prevent people from finding someone, some of the most basic ones are things like, people don't like me. I'm not interesting. I am ugly or stupid.
Yeah, the identity statements like, ugh, who wants to be in a relationship with someone who thinks they're ugly and stupid?
When we hold those beliefs, we go into interactions with people with this, it's like a radar running for the moment when they prove and validate the belief that we already have about ourselves. Oh, see, I knew they wouldn't like me because I'm uninteresting. And, all those beliefs came from somewhere. Another really simple one is I'm not good at talking to members of the opposite sex or people that I'm attracted to or people that I'm interested in. I'm not good at talking to girls. I'm not good at talking to boys. However that shows up, that belief is going to manifest itself. And by the way, remember, we're talking about beliefs as how they affect our results, not so much whether or not they're accurate. So it is possible for someone to not be good at talking to other people. But if you have that belief under the surface, even if you are good, you won't be. And if you underneath that might be, I can't learn how to communicate effectively with other people, how to be interesting.
Let's see, other beliefs that keep people from finding love would be all women are gold diggers, right? Like, no, they're not, but it might or may not be true. Some of them might be, but it's not true. And if that's what you believe, if you believe that all women are just out to get you and your money, then you're going to interact with women in a way that is kind of ugh. And conversely, if women believe that all men are pigs or dogs or pig dogs, then they are also going to behave in a way that treats men like pig dogs, even though they might not be acting like pig dogs at the time.
Notice that both of those two beliefs are universal generalizations. All men, all women. A lot of beliefs show up like that.
How about if you want to, get laid, or if you want to meet somebody or get hot dates or whatever, you have to play the game. And this was something that for me, I was just like, ugh, I don't want to play the game. I don't want to pretend to be something I'm not. I don't want to treat a girl like shit so that she'll be nice to me because somebody told me that girls like to be treated like shit. I don't want to play the game. I don't want to pretend to be something, and I don't want to think that I have to do a certain thing that's not me in order to find someone to make me feel loved.
Another one that I've run into is some variation of no one gets me.
Yeah.
And this is often a very woe is me, I'm all alone, I'm so weird, nobody gets me.
Yeah, I've had that one myself. I have said that to myself in previous years. And then if you believe nobody gets me, then how are you going to get got? If all I want is to be gotten, but I have a belief that says nobody gets me, then...
Ooh, another big one. All relationships are going to be like my last shitty relationship or relationships. This is one that keeps us from going out and trying to find one or sabotaging them when we've got a perfectly good option right in front of us. But in our mind, we still have trauma and wounds about our last relationship. So we go, let's just not get any closer to this person because this is probably going to end badly. Well, those are beliefs. And that's one way we sabotage.
These beliefs, again, we talked about it in another video. These beliefs don't have to be explicitly stated, like for you to realize that they're true for you. That let's say you have a harsh upbringing, or your parents fight all the time, and that's their way of showing passion. You go to yourself, that's their way of showing each other that they love each other is by fighting. They never sat you down and said, honey, when you're in love, you have to get in fights. That's how people show their love for each other. But when you're a kid, if you're like, oh, okay, well, they're really paying attention to each other, and boy, there's a lot of energy back and forth. And I guess that's what a relationship is, that you can imply that at a young age and create a belief around the fact that, wow, fighting is what a relationship's supposed to be like. And then when you're in a relationship, perhaps even the same old shitty relationship, you are in this cycle of fighting and you don't even necessarily know how or why you created this belief inside you. That somehow you just implied it from your upbringing. And the same can be said for, man, this is a belief that I've uncovered and helped a lot of people with, is not believing that you're worthy of love, that you're not worth loving. So then how will you're going to make yourself bad at talking to the other sex or the same sex or whatever. You're going to make yourself bad at finding love if you believe that you're not worthy of it in the first place. Then you've got yourself a nice self-fulfilling prophecy that only proves yourself right. And one last belief, or at least source of limiting beliefs about finding love, I have to say, is Hollywood. Hollywood, the media, whatever, commercials, everything, where we're set up to be like, oh, well, that's what romance and love are supposed to be like. And if I don't find that, if someone doesn't sweep me away in a Lear jet and buy me a thing and like whatever it is, or if they don't rescue me from a dinosaur or a volcano, then that's not love.
Yeah. I call this Disney princess programming, but it's Disney prince programming too. Actually, I think the flip side for guys is Mario. We play Mario, and
Sure.
then at the end of the game, you win the girl. That's literally how the game works. So this next belief is more of a combination of beliefs, but it is really deep and profound. And it's what I like to call the belief in the one. There's this belief that we pick up a lot from romances and fairy tales and Disney cartoons, that there is one right person out there for me. There is one person that I'm destined to find. And how am I going to find the one? And this, I think, is a very deceptively limiting belief. Because what happens when you let go of this idea of the one person is you can embrace the idea of one right relationship structure. Like there's a kind of relationship that would be best for you. That might be true. And there might be, I don't know, 1 million people out of the 7 billion or half that on the planet that might be able to fit into your ideal relationship structure. But when we think about it as one person, it just screws everything up.
You're like, oh, there's only one, and maybe they've already come and gone on Earth. Maybe they don't even exist right now. Maybe they haven't been born yet. Like, you're really setting yourself up for failure if you're saying there's only one person on the planet who can touch my love button and make me feel worthy.
I get that it is a romantic idea, but I look at it as something you want to play with your partner when you're in a relationship. You play with the idea that you're the only one for me, but you have to recognize that it's just a game you can turn on and turn off. Otherwise, when you're in the early stages of a relationship, or even in the long-term stages of a relationship, you're always asking that question, is this person the one? Oh no, maybe they're not the one. And then you have to... You break up with them.
We'll talk about the pressure. Well, like, especially as a middle-aged guy, when I'm going on dates, they're like, are you the one? Are we going to get married? Like, whoa, we just met. Like, what are you talking about? Am I the one? Are we the one? Am I ready to get married and have kids? We just met. How could I? That's easy. And then that comes off as that desperation. They're like, whoa, way too much, too fast. Looking for the one. Just look for someone. Look for an one.
Okay, last belief, and this is another big one. This one is some variation of, if I have to work at finding someone, I must not be very attractive or lovable or something like that. See, the advice most people give when someone says, how do I find someone to be in a relationship with, is often things like, well, you know what? You just need to let it happen. You just need to relax. When you're when you're not thinking about it, that's when they're going to show up in your life. But that is the last advice in the world that we would give for something like losing weight or building a business. You know, if you want to build a business, the best thing to do is not work on it. Don't think about it. Just relax about it and it'll happen. And then one day you'll wake up and the business will be right there in front of you. That's not how it works. That's not how you would solve any other problem in your life. And when you open the door to, this is just a thing I need to figure out. I need to figure out how to find the person that I'm looking for. You can then So that is our list of beliefs that keep people from finding love. These are the beliefs that keep people single, keep people lonely, and screw up your relationships once you're in one. So if you'd like to learn more about how to discover your beliefs that are running under the surface about relationships and how to get rid of them and maybe even help other people do the same, come join us for the NLP Reboot happening on May 26th. That's a Saturday from 11 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. It's only $97 for a full day of training all about beliefs, how to become aware of them, how to get rid of them, how to install new ones, and how to transcend beliefs with practice opportunity. Join us at www.nlpreboot.com to sign up or to get more information. Thanks for watching the video.